Hello everyone, welcome to another session with me. I am Sanyukta Saxena and we have been enjoying drawing beautiful bookmarks since last few sessions, right? So this is another session wherein we will be drawing another new bookmark. We have been trying new tangles, tangulations, right? So let's get started right away. Today's session we will again try experiment few things. First tangle, enjoy the tangling process, and then probably add some colors to give it a more decorated and enhanced look, right? So what I'm going to do today is just randomly start with this P kind of shape. It is basically a fragment, right? And I'm going to add in some nice orbs inside. Squeezing in the orbs, not exactly drawing complete orbs. Fill in the small little spaces in between. Right? And then I'm just going to start adding auras randomly. Just maneuver them the way I feel like and see what happens. Right? Just going to have some fun here. So started with simple aura on both sides. And then I'm just going to see what happens. Right? So I'm going to probably move like Bunzo and play around with my auras, enjoy the process in the making of this beautiful, I don't know, it is a tangle, it is bunzo arranged, it is a fragment. I'm just playing around here, rotating my bookmark, adding the series of C shapes, going with the flow, right? So once I have come till here, now it is up to me, up to us, whether we want to close it here or you want to extend it a little more, right? I'm not thinking here much where and how I'm drawing the lines. I just feel like drawing it this way, and I'm just going with that. Yeah, so done with that, and then probably I'm going to start one more here, hidden one. Right, and again squeeze in some more orbs here. So when I'm drawing the auras, I'm just drawing them the way I wish to at that point of time, right? So don't worry about whether you are able to replicate the auras or not. Just go by what you feel like, right? I'm going to give a small curl here, give a slight curve to the lines and see how it turns out, right? So going till the ends like this, and then just continue a little more, right? Then again I'm going to start randomly here, fill in the small little spaces, right? And then again start adding the lines, So this time I'm just going to right. So I'm just going randomly. So let's add some from this side now. So this is actually a pea looks like pea inside. The seeds when you open up a pea. So let's add a twist to the auras now, right? So I'm going to probably extend this a little. 4, 5. Again, I'm not thinking much how, what, where. I'm just doing as I feel like, right? And then I'm just going to extend this like bunzo, probably. So bunzo is a very versatile pattern. It is a drama tangle. It is a Zentangle original, and the beauty of this tangle is you can maneuver it any way you want and create any kind of a shape. Use it as a filler, use it as a standalone. Right, so entirely up to you. How do you want to go about it? Right, so I'm just extending it. So not really thinking how, what, going with the shapes, going with whatever I feel like doing at this point of time. And then it will be so exciting to see what do we end up creating. Yeah, it would be fun. So let's do one more here, and then we will move to some other tangle, right? So again I'm going to do the same exercise. So this is just an idea. You don't have to mimic so many auras. You can't actually. So it is just to give you an idea that you start with this center space, pea-like shape, the seed shape, and then just start to aura it the way you want. Yeah. Just move in any direction you feel like and enjoy the strokes and see what happens. It will be really exciting to see when we ink it what really happens. Yeah, so that's the fun part. So I think I'm going to leave it here. And probably add some more tangles, right? So now it is up to you what kind of tangles do you want to add. So let's see if we can add some probably opus. Yeah, opus is a beautiful Zentangle original. It has these fescues or muka simplified version arranged on a stem, right? It looks very delicate and is a beautiful tangle. So I have started with that here, and the next step in this tangle is to aura, right? So just aura the spaces that you have. Take your time. Slowly aura. the spaces. Right? The leftover spaces you can continue this aura. Yeah, so I'm just extending the lines, and then again I'm going to draw some more of these. Probably increase the size a little bit, give a nice curl. Try touching the two. When you draw, try touching the previous one. Even if you don't, that's fine, it's not a rule. Right? Right, so I'm just going on drawing this beautiful tangle. I'm now going to aura it nicely. First going to aura the outside, closely aura it, and then whatever inner spaces are there, you can aura that also. And then you can add some other tangle inside if the spaces are big enough. Right? I'm talking about this space. You can also go all the way till there and come back. So entirely up to you. You can go inside and come back. Yeah. So that's the tangle opus. So I have gone all the way up. You can also break it there. So there is no rule here. Do as you feel like. Do what you feel comfortable with. Yeah. Again going to add here. Right. So take your time and do that exercise, and we'll see if we want to add something else, right? Also, so I'm adding one here. Yeah, let's do that here also. Yeah, so just take your time, slowly tangle along, draw, and then nicely aura it. Enjoy. Then aura the inside also. Right? Small little spaces you can again aura the way you want. Right? I can continue this aura a little more. Not a bad idea. Right? Small spaces you can add. For example, there's a hidden one here. You can do that also. Right? So give me a little time and I am going to insert opus, and you can also do that exercise as per the spaces that you have. right? Small little spaces. So take your time and do that exercise. So once we are done with inserting our opus, the second step is to fill in the small little spaces. So I'm just going to insert some nice Bronx cheers. We'll add that drama, although there will be a lot of drama added once we start to ink our bunzo, right? But I'm not going to ink all of them black, right? So little bit of black is always a good idea. So if you find it difficult to draw Bronx cheers this way, you can always use your jelly roll and then create those divisions. So I have already done videos on how to draw Bronx cheers, so you might want to refer. But anyways, I think I draw pretty slowly for you to grasp how to do it. So even if it is your first time, just draw a knob, fill it in, leave some highlight or some space empty. Don't ink it completely so that they look like small grapes. Yeah, beautiful filler tangle. So I'm just going to add some here. Take your time and do that exercise for wherever you find some spaces, tiny spaces. You can also orite, but as I mentioned, some amount of inking always adds to the look, right? So it's good idea to add some bold inking here and there. Yeah, and Bronx cheer is one of those tangles that gives you that opportunity. Yeah, so we are almost done. Let's see now. So these small little spaces that are in between, we will see if we want to add some colors or we want to keep it as it is or ink it, right? So let's start inking first. So what I'm going to do is first one on this side and one on this side. I'm going to keep it black. Yeah. So let's start with this one. So it is up to you. If you want to leave a highlight there, you can. I'm currently not thinking about leaving a highlight. Yeah. I'm inking alternate spaces here just as you would do in bunzo. Inking alternate pairs of C shapes. So take that time, enjoy the process of inking. Go slow, right? See what drama it adds to your shape. Right? So I'm now going to just pick up two sections alternatively and start right, and the next two. So I am still inking and enjoying, taking my time, loving my bunzo, loving how it is curling up to form a beautiful shape. which it has formed just by chance. Yeah, so we didn't plan any shape here, just curled it up the way we felt like, and then we end up creating this beautiful bunzo. Looks like preserving something. Yeah, so just enjoy inking, enjoy how it adds to your bookmark. Make sure you ink the sections properly. There should not be white spaces in between. So take that time, give that effort, make that effort, and slowly ink the alternate sections like this. Yeah. So the next one here, I am just going to switch my pen, pick up a nice shade. Probably I have so many here. Probably purple or pink or anything, right? Even a gold would be nice. So let's do some gold and black there, or gold and grayish tone there. Yeah, what say? So I'm going to ink the alternates with this gray tone. Right, and the same on this side also. Don't push your jelly roll too hard. Soft touch. Don't place your hand after you have just used it. Yeah, and then probably a touch of gold there. So this one looks a little more subtle. Black one adds a lot of drama, bold. Yeah. So take your time and do that coloring activity. Yeah. So what you can do here is add some gold inside. I'm not going up to the end. I'm leaving some space like this. Yeah. So again, the big one here, I'm going to add black. And ink it. Right? Again, have fun. See how your bunzo unfolds, forms beautiful shape. At times you feel you are drawing or maneuvering your gorgeous. Right? So there are a lot of overlaps. As far as advanced tangling is concerned, you can identify many tangles with one shape or the way you draw it, or with tangliations. So no need to get into those things. Just enjoy what you're doing. And at this moment I'm enjoying my inking because It is giving me some amount of excitement. How will the shape look like? How will it look like when I shade it? Yeah. So I'm going to continue like this. Take a little while. So you can do it at your own pace. Some bit of inking involved here. Yeah. Almost finishing with my inking here. Just a few more C's left. Just one stroke, that is the C shape, and you maneuver it the way you want, and just ink in combinations, also called as striping. Just that generally the stripes are not meeting at the ends as far as the tangle striping is concerned, but that's okay. You can call it striping also. Right, so we are done with that also. Now let us pick up some other color. So we had a burgundy PN also to work with, so let's add some burgundy here. So I have picked up my burgundy PN. And I'm going to add some shades of brown now. Right, so you can also add some gold in between or copper. Let us see how do we want to go about it. Yeah, so I'll do that here also. Right, done with adding that burgundy shade. Now I'm going to add some bit of copper in between. There's a nice gloss. Yeah, so choose colors that appeal to you. There is no hard and fast rules. You can use watercolors. If you have the watercolor pencils, feel free to use that. Right, these kind of look more dressy, and that's why I'm using those metallic colors. Yeah, done with that. You can add some nice copper inside here. Yeah. So let's see. I think this is looking nice, so I'll do the same thing here also. Yeah, use my burgundy PN. So take your time and do the inking first. So adding copper now, just like the way I did in the previous one. Right, and we are done here as far as inking was concerned. So I'm now going to pick up a little bit of green, right, and this in between spaces, small little spaces, I'm just going to add some green. Right, wherever we have those auras, Just going to play with some green. So you can choose colors that appeal to you, that's fine. Just that opus is an organic looking tangle, so I felt probably there should be some greens here and there. That's the only thought process, but you can always choose to go with something else, that's fine. Right, so yeah, I think we'll stop here and then we shall see if we want to do something else. First, let us shade. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm now going to see whether I want to add my pencil or my brush pen. Right. So I have both things here. So let's see. Where we can add our pencil, we shall do that. Places from where lines are starting or merging, good idea to add. Places where lines seem to look like going under, good idea to add graphite on both sides here and highlight the center section. Right, so that is what I'm going to do. No need to add graphite on the blacks. So now just blend and then blend the other side. Make sure your jelly roll has dried up. Right, I have a little green here. And then the other side. So make sure your ink has also dried up. Otherwise you will damage your page because there is a lot of inking here. Yeah. So if you want, you can give a touch with your with your brush pen also. Yeah, it will add a little more boldness. To your graphite. Right, so I have done that. Now if you want, you can add your chalk now or later. Right, I'm just going to remove my jelly rolls. Yeah, so similarly here again you can add graphite here where line is going under, and you can add graphite here from where lines are emerging. Right, I've left this white so you can add there also, and then on the other side. Right, so take your time again from where lines are emerging. Right, so blend it softly. Don't blend too much. Leave the center strand white. Blend both sides. Make sure your ink has dried up, otherwise you will peel off. You damage the tile. And then here, right? Again, if you want to re-emphasize, you can always use your brush at some places, like here, like here, like the ends. That's entirely up to you. Yeah, done with that. Again, these spaces you can either add shade with your pencil only. I think we have enough color there. I'm just going to add some pencil there. Yeah. Again, you can either rub your pencil here, or it will be easier to use the brush, right? So add some shade of gray here. Don't add too much, just a touch, because they are going under the lines. So I'm just adding some touch. Yeah. You can also add some here from where lines are coming out. Some here. Some here. Some at the ends. Yeah. And then we come to our opus. So opus, good idea to highlight the center line. Yeah. So let's see. There are a lot of ways to go about shading it, but this is a nice and easy way. I think I missed a bit of greens here and there. That's fine. Again, the center. If you want, you can add on the heads also. I feel like adding in the center. I'm going with that. It's optional. Again, shading is very personal as far as Zentangle is concerned. You shade the way you feel like at that point of time. There is no standard shading as such, and don't take that pressure either, right? So shade the way you feel like. Shade what appeals to you. Forget about the light source and other things. Don't have to worry about those things as far as Zentangle is concerned. Yeah. Right. So I think I will not shade more. And I'll just pick up my white chalk now. Right. And add some chalk here where I have not added graphite, right? Just highlight it so that it looks like all curled up, right? And add some here and add in the center here. Right, add here, and then use a different blender. Make sure it doesn't have black on it, and just blur it, soften it. Should not look patchy. Blend it with your paper, and I think we are sorted, right? So that's our tile for today. That's our Now if you want, what I feel like doing here is just add a little weight to my opus here and there. Wherever I have some bold spaces, you can add some bit of boldness by adding a little weight, right? So that bit is possible, if not all, few places. I'm highlighting the heads at some places by adding that little weight at the turns, right? Good way to enhance, make it more prominent, but again optional. Yeah, if you feel like, you can do that. You can see the difference instantly. Yeah, your opus starts to pop up, starts to breathe. Yeah, so do that exercise at few places. And we are sorted. Yeah, yeah, that's about it. I'm going to close here. So find a place, put in your chop. Right, and then don't forget to sign and date your work. Today I think is right. So I shall see you again with another new bookmark idea. We'll explore more, right? Till then, have a good time, stay safe. Bye bye.